IceBreakers Show here on Linda Space Media. My guest today is someone I'm really, really enthusiastic to talk to. You get to find out why later. He is a former Pikin playwright and a thread artist, And he's the founder of Center of Old Memories. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ogini Bernard. I like the fact that when I was introducing you, you had to bring out the thread, and I can understand why you brought out the thread. So you are a
thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're a thread artist, and I've introduced you as a thread artist, a famous Pikin playwright. So it's one thing for us to introduce you. It's one thing for me to introduce you based on what I've read about you. But it's something else for you to introduce yourself, because that way we get to find out what we can really Google. So tell us about yourself in your own words, introduce yourself to us.
All right, thank you very much. My name is Ogini Bernard, a graduate of University of Ibadan. And also I studied theater art and also did my master's in theater art. My field of study is dramatic literature and criticism. I also did my master's in dramatic literature and criticism. Then also I found my way in the visual art, and that's the thread art. I'm from Edo State, but I am based in Ibadan, Oyo State. Thank you.
Thank you, Bernard. You're one of the few people in Nigeria that is actually studying or is actually doing what they study, because you study theater art, right?
Yes.
And now you're a playwright. So it's interesting. How does it feel to do what you study? Because that is one experience I never got. I never got to experience what I studied after the whole expectation way back in school. You're going to be this, you're going to be that. I'm going to find myself in an embassy and all of that. And after school, reality struck me. So you're one of the few people that I've actually seen, kind of doing what they studied, So how does it feel to do what you studied? Basically, how does it feel?
All right. I feel very good, very, very, very happy, and we can't blame you can't blame yourself, because the government is not helping issues whereby they will create jobs, opportunities for you, and now based on the economy of Nigeria, it has been tedious. Things have, shoot up, and, so many things is happening in Nigeria, so many things. So I would just say that it's a very tedious experience, because, like you said, it's very difficult for you to find someone that's, is someone that is continuing what he or she, has studied in school. But I'll blame half of it on the government, and I'll blame half on the individual, because the individual has to, push. You cannot always wait for the government, because the government will fail you, but you cannot fail yourself. You cannot fail yourself, because you are you, and you know what you want. And basically, most of our youth nowadays, they just go to school because they want to just go to school and get certificates. They don't go to school. They don't go to school for what they want to become in life. They just say, okay, let me just go and mark attendance, and let me just show my children that I went to school. So that is where the problem is. So first and foremost, before going to school, before taking up a course, or before getting an admission, you have to know what you really want to study, and you have to really know what is all about. What are the things that, what are the challenges you will be facing, and if you will still continue after the studies, if you still continue to practice.
Okay, I'm going to cut you short there.
So that's what I just feel that with us.
Yeah, all of that. Anyway, that was just me trying to digress a little bit from what we have to discuss here, because this is the IceBreakers Show, and on this show, we are basically talking about, you know, people that have broken the ice, people that are doing so many things in the society that I personally find interesting, and that is why you're on the show today, because I feel like you've broken the ice. Why do I think so? Because you're a thread artist. Like, thread artist is not something we get to see every day. You use something like this. I don't know if I'm correct. Like, I had to go find this because I want to you know, try to relate. This is actually wool though, but I know you don't use this kind of thread, but you use this to draw a human being. Like, why thread? Why not paint? Why not oil something? Why do you have to choose thread? Like, I'm wondering.
Okay. I chose thread because thread is one of the oldest arts in history. Thread came before painting, like over 2,000 years ago. And when people discovered painting, they decided to leave the thread art and go to painting because painting is more easier, but thread art is very difficult because it requires patience. It requires you sitting down, you know, focusing. I can decide to go into painting because painting within a day or two you do a portrait. But thread within a month, at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you are still battling with the thread art. So I found out that bringing back the old memories is part of what I intend to set up Center for Old Memories, because thread is indigenous. Like it's hand weaving. You weave it with your hand. So I feel that art is not common, and even if it's common, we are not much. That's doing it now because of the tedious, how tedious it is. So that's why I went into trading, because of it's not common, and I want to bring back the old memories.
Yeah, it's interesting you said it's not common. You want to bring back the old memories. It's tedious. It takes 2-3 weeks to get done. Now, looking at the economical side of it, like, you are in a century where people talk about robots, where people are talking about, a swift way of doing things, and people would even want to do, a lot of things, so swiftly with robots, technology, and you're going back to the roots. Like, I don't know how long it to take me to do this. Like, are you not looking at the economical, aspect of this? Why the stress? To me, why? Okay, it takes you 3 weeks to make a painting with thread. Are people even value what you're doing? Like, what's economical value to this whole tedious way of, drawing via thread?
Okay, the economic value is I would say it's relatively cheap, because compared to oil paint and acrylic, it's relatively cheap, because you're getting thread in the market. I feel that I am the only one getting thread in the market.
Okay, that brings back to my question. So if it's cheap, don't you want to get rich? Why spend time on something that you stress yourself to get the raw materials, and then the audience or the people, the customers' reception, they're not even like valuing what you're doing? Don't you want to ride Benz one day? Don't you want to like build your houses one day? Why go for something like that, basically?
Yeah, I said this is where passion comes in right now. This is where passion comes in, and this is where it's more than you making money out of this. Fine, money is very essential, and money is the basic foundation of every business or anything you are doing. But at the same time, I use passion, and passion is what is driving me to do it continuously, regardless of probably it's cheap or it's tedious or it's not, people don't appreciate it. Fine, I know Rome was not built in a day, and as time goes on, people actually are already appreciating it, because when you see it, because people appreciate it more when they see it, and when they see it physically than when they see it on pictures. They always think it's painting, but I tell them, no, it's not painting, it's thread. But people appreciate it more when they see it physically, when they touch it and see it's thread. They mistake it for painting. So I feel that it is passion that is driving me, that is propelling me.
So how long have you been doing this? How long have you been doing this thread painting, thread drawing thinking?
Yeah, I've been doing it for 2 years.
Okay, officially for 2 years. So take us through the journey of, drawing with a thread. Take us through the journey. What kind of thread do you buy? Where do you get it? And what basically is the journey? Just briefly.
Look at this. If you look at this photo, this board, you see that I have a sketch. I have a sketch there. Yeah, if you look at it very well, there's a sketch.
Yeah, a man trying to kick another man with his foot.
Yes.
At the back. Yeah.
Yes. I titled that work Bad Belle. And that is where it will start from. I would bring out the sketch, then I will use my thread to trace the lines. Then also, I would also do the background. Now, when I do something like that, my colors are very, very important. I might decide to draw rubbish. I might decide to do anything. I might decide to even scribble on the paper. But when I am when I'm doing the painting, the thread painting, I make sure I blend colors that are attractive and that are not off, so that when people see it, people will say, okay, this is nice, this is good, I love this. So I don't joke with colors. So I'll be tracing it, and each thread, I'll be tracing it one after the other. This is it. I'll be putting it on the board one after the other, tracing it, weaving it with a gum. I use glue or gum. I'll put the glue on the board, then trace, then put the thread on the gum, and start gumming it, like that, one after the other. So all the threads, they are calculated. So it's not as if if I want to know the amount, I have to calculate it. So that, in a sense, that you can't use 5 rows of thread, like these 5 lines now, and use 4 lines in the other side. There will be space in between, and it will not be nice. So they are all calculated, and and with that, you make sure that your work is very neat. And something about thread is they pull out. When it's not properly done, they pull out. Like they become very rough. So what I do is I make sure that is where the patient comes in. I make sure they are neatly done so that it doesn't look very rough.
Oh, interesting.
Thank you.
So what is the toughest thread painting you've done? Whose picture was that?
That was Cubana Chief Priest.
Okay.
Cubana Chief. Yes, let me see if I can get it out.
Aww. Okay. This is quite huge,
Yes. It's quite very huge. Very, very huge. It's about 7 feet tall.
Let's see that again, please. If you don't be offended.
All right.
So this is okay, you can stay there. So this is how many feet?
This is about 7 feet. 7 feet tall.
Whoa. And how many feet wide?
About 60.
Wow. And you did this? Thank you so much. You've seen it. Thank you. Thank you. You can come back to the scene. Thank you. Interesting. So how long did it take you to do that?
It took me about 3 months to do that.
What?
About 3 months. Because you know why? It would have taken me lesser, but I was having other jobs. I was having other jobs coming. So I would pen this one for a while, attend to that one, get my money, go back to that one, So I was shuffling between commission work and this. So that was why it took me that long.
Wow. So where his eyes are, where his eyes is or are black, you use a black thread. When the lips are red, when the skin is fair. So someone like me, you need to look for my skin tone or something.
Yes. Actually, I have a color for skin. I have a color for skin. If I want to do a skin color, I have this color I use for skin.
Okay.
And
yeah.
This is color I use for skin. But I also use this sand brown. This is sand brown. I use it for those that are light. Those that are very, very light. Those that are very, very light. And those that are dark, I use this. For those that are dark, the other one, I use this for those that are dark. Now for you, I'm going to use this for you. If I want to paint you, I'll use this. But if you are very light, I use this. Wow. That's it.
Wow. Thank you so much. You're doing a lot. So now you've drawn a celebrity, and I think I saw one other celebrity in your page. You have Real Warri Pikin and some other celebrities that are not really in Nigeria. So like now you've done this painting, it took you long to paint. How do you get it across to them, or you don't just want to get it across to them, or because I can see you tag them on your page and they don't even like, So like, why do you draw celebrities, one? And how do you get them to see what you've done about them?
All right. Very unfortunately, it's because of what is happening in our country today. Like I would say, like insecurity. It's very difficult for you to travel now because of the insecurity that is happening, the kidnapping and everything. Assuming everything is fine, like everything is okay, everything is good, I would have, meet with these people and talk to them. But since traveling has become something that is very, very difficult right now, I try to use my social media handles to get across to them, but still, celebrity life, they try to play a celebrity life whereby not responding, or probably the highest they can do is just for them to like it. That of Warri Pikin, she's aware, and she has also reposted for me on her story, on her Instagram page and on her story. But that of Cubana Chief Priest has not replied. He replied, he reposted, but he hasn't replied. You understand? So I feel that it's because of, to me, it's on my part, because I cannot travel because of what is happening right now.
Thank you so much. Thank you for what you do. That's why you're on the IceBreakers Show, because you believe in yourself and you're, I guess, also societal norms. You're still moving forward, breaking the ice and doing what you think is the best for you. Thank you for being on the show today. I'd like to let you go because you're already on your studio and you need to get back to. Before I let you go, I need to take you back to the thread art, right? Thread painting. So I'd like to know, like, where do you see this whole thread painting thing for you? Not like in society now. Where do you want to take it in few years from now?
Yes, I want to take it internationally. I want to take it all around the world. If I can do a tall exhibition, that would be very, very fine. So I see myself and I see this thread art, on a tall exhibition around the world. Thank you.
Good luck to that. Before I let you go, I usually take my guests through some games. Let's do the alphabet game. So give me a name of an animal, place, or thing starting with the alphabet P. P.
P. Peter. Port Harcourt. Port.
You just missed a place. You would have just said Puerto Rico or Portugal. So, but you didn't. So tell me the alphabet to do.
Okay, let me tell you. We can go for. I will tell you the alphabet. It's Z.
Zebra. Place. What place start with Z right now? Zendra for name. Okay. 1-1. The next round right now. So let me tell you. Okay, go with the alphabet. Alphabets. What hard one? Q.
Q.
Yes.
Q.
Yes.
Hey. Queen.
You have just done 2 cups of water for me. Ojoro. Tell me the alphabet to go with.
All right, let me give you S.
Sandra, please. Sydney. You're not counting down. Okay. Sidewalk. Okay, so it's 2-2. All right. So the next game is the this or that game. I'm going to start with beer or wine.
Wine.
Glass cup or mug.
Glass cup.
WhatsApp or Instagram.
Instagram.
Beard gang or no beard gang.
No beard gang.
Because you don't have beard. Okay, so I'm going to say, of course, oil painting or brush painting.
Brush painting.
Okay, slim girls or chubby girls.
Chubby girls.
Fair girls or dark girls.
Dark girls.
Okay, so what else should I say? Public ride or private rides?
Private ride.
Okay. Truth or dare?
True.
So tell me the truth. Tell me, who was your last customer? Who was your last client?
My last client. Tunji.
What did you do for Tunji?
Mr. Tunji was my last client.
So what did you do for Mr. Tunji?
I did a portrait for Mr. Tunji.
Of him? His portrait or someone?
No, of his someone else's portrait.
For Mr. Tunji.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining me here on the IceBreakers Show. Our trade artist, the first trade artist I've seen, Ogini Bernard. And you're based where? Where are you based? Port Harcourt?
In Ibadan. I'm in Ibadan.
Okay, you're based in Ibadan. So thank you so much for being on the IceBreakers Show. I want to call you Tunji now. Thank you so much for being on the IceBreakers Show, Bernard. Thank you for what you do. You've really, really broken the ice. You're doing something that I basically don't see a lot of people doing. That was why I had to bring you on the show. Please do well to subscribe. Subscribe to this page. I'm going to keep Bernard's Instagram handles at the end of this, below in the description area. So reach out to him if you want to have your thread work done, and I can afford you, and I can assure you he's a very, very affordable. So reach out to him if you want to have your thread painting done. And yeah, subscribe, like, put your comments below. See you next week for more of IceBreakers Show. My name is Linda. Bye.